Yo, this is Soul Drum 86 bringing you another video. Today we're going to do a special guest referee match and talk about night one of WrestleMania. I was pretty jealous of my brother last night because he was able to be there in the building. Wasn't a bad show at all. There was some things that I thought could have been better, and we're gonna get into that. So yeah, all right, let's do special guest referee. Original. All right. Oh wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Triple H and this version of The Rock. I know they're gonna look like a tag teams. They're wearing pretty much the same colors. Let's see. Um, let's take this referee meter off because I kind of want to do what I want in this match. But yeah. So um, just really a quick rundown of like what I thought about the show, man. I thought the show was good. The Becky and Rhea Ripley match I thought could have been better, especially being the first match. I actually thought the Usos was going to be the first match. I didn't look at like what the card looked like beforehand, so it was just my speculations of thinking that they would do the Jay and Jimmy match first, which I thought that match was good. I think the build up to that match overall was kind of weak. I don't think they did enough for the emotions aspect of it. You know what I mean? Like normally when brothers are getting ready to fight, there's there's more emotion behind it. Like again, like the Bret Hart Owen Hart feud was just masterclass wrestling storytelling. I still say to this day, like that's one of my favorite, not just brother against brother, but one of my favorite storylines in the history of WWE is Owen Hart and Bret Hart. Just that whole thing was awesome. Uh, let us see. So yeah, and I thought that match was good. I'm gonna go out of order. I'm not gonna necessarily go in order, but I did think that match was good. Jay winning was obvious to me. I think because even though they're twins, they're 9 minutes apart, and when they kind of started playing that up, like there was an interview the day before where they were mentioning like how Jimmy is, older by 9 minutes, and Jay was like, Jay said, yeah, like it's 9 years. They kind of did the whole big brother, little brother. They've been doing that, So it was it was kind of fitting because typically in real life, your older brother is always going to win. So yes, it made sense for the younger brother to win. Um, so that was good, and that was good, and I like that match. Um, I thought Jade looked like a superstar. I've always been a fan of Jade. I think she just her move set very powerful. She's just dope. I dig it, man. Yeah, she's awesome. And the Intercontinental match, it was okay. I thought the Intercontinental match could have been better. I might get a lot of hate for this. I'm not a fan of either of those guys. I'm not a big fan. I used to be more of a fan of Sami Zayn, like back in the NXT days, but I'm not really a Sami Zayn guy. I think he could be funny. I like the Bloodline storyline with him, but if I'm being honest, I've just never been a Sami Zayn guy. I'm not a Gunther guy either. I don't like him either. I like his gimmick. It's very old school, but I just feel like he lacks charisma to me. He doesn't invoke any emotion. I just kind of feel him like as he's boring. That's how I feel about him. He's just kind of meh, and that's just me. And I know I'm probably gonna get some hate for that. I'm just not a Gunther fan at all. Um, so for that match for me was one of those matches where it was like, I'm not really, I don't really care too much about that one. Um, oh, I didn't like the Rey Mysterio and Andrade tag team match. I not for me. That was another one that was not for me. I actually didn't care. I barely paid attention. That was the one match on the card that I barely paid attention to. Everything else I watched, that match I was just kind of like, I don't even know why this is on the card for me. And that's how I felt. I was like, no, 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 can't do it. I thought the Becky and Rhea match was good. I can't remember if I already said that or not. I feel like it could have been better. It being, oh yeah, because I said it could have been better with it being the first match on the card. Um, the six pack tag team match had some cool spots. It wasn't bad, but it was a bit chaotic. When you have a ladder match and you have that many tag teams, it could be a little like just all over the place. Um, I dug what New Day looked like, doing the Apollo Creed and and Rocky Balboa look because they were in Philadelphia. I thought that was pretty slick. Um, let me see. Oh, and then the way that the match ended, I don't. I wish that the match would have ended differently. I thought they would kind of do more interesting spots. Like overall. I thought like the both teams that retrieved the belts. It was just kind of like it just kind of happened when I thought there would be more to it. I don't know. It felt like it just wasn't planned out the best, in my opinion. Um, let's see. I did like the main event. The main event was awesome. I thought they made The Rock look really good. I remember when The Rock first came back after a while, and he got into it with Jinder Mahal. After seeing what The Rock looked like during that segment, I didn't know how he was going to look because he hasn't had a match. So I'm like, man, The Rock is going to get in the ring, and I knew he wasn't going to start the night out. I did speculate that correctly. I said, I was telling my buddies at work, I was like, The Rock is not going to start this match out. It's going to be Roman, just because he's not really in ring shape. Obviously, he's in crazy shape, but just in ring wise, I didn't think that he would start the match out because I thought he was just going to get blown up in like the first 2 minutes, which didn't happen. But they played it very well. The way that the pacing of the match definitely benefited The Rock. Definitely benefited The Rock. So I thought that that was cool. Just the way the whole match played out. Now I do wish they would have kept Cody and Well, I was about to say, am I going to get a 2 count of that? I wish they would have kept Cody and Roman away from each other a little bit more because they do have a match tonight for night two. I would have played that a little bit different, man. I would have had them do. I felt I don't know. Like, yes, on one hand, they didn't do too much with them, but at the same time, they did do too much with them, in my opinion. I felt like like I said, I felt like they could have kept them away from each other a lot longer than what they did. Side note, real quick, I really did love the entrance. It reminded me of the early 2000s WrestleMania arenas. It was, come on. It did remind me of the early 2000s. Wasn't too much. Um, and I like that. I like that. It was a little more calm, a little more calm. That's not the word I'm looking for. I don't know. It was a little more simple than it has been. Ooh. Well, let's see. Am I missing anything? I liked both of the women's matches. Like I said, Jade looked awesome. Uh, and the fans love her, man. They were just, we want Jade. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Because I'm so used to her being a heel. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. But like, yeah, she's definitely at the moment very well liked. It is nice to see her and Bianca in the ring together, whether they're facing off one day or whether they're like, a team, because they both are in like just great physical shape. Great physical shape. So I'm not even going to count. Well, one, two. Have at it, y'all. Have at it. Hold on. Six pack tag team match was okay. Could have been better. Wasn't bad. It wasn't boring. It's just a bit chaotic. The ending could have been better. The Rhea Ripley match with Becky could have been better, but it was good. It wasn't bad at all. And the outcome was what I think a lot of people expected. Ooh, what is Triple H getting ready to do? Oh, his finisher. Well, this is interesting because I didn't want this to happen yet. One, two. Hey, he made your pedigree look weak, sir. What you doing? Uh-oh. Oh, I know y'all saw him swing at me. What you doing? What are you doing? Now let me be the referee. This is how you get hurt, Triple H. Don't you ever swing at the referee, especially me. What's wrong with you? I can't believe he did that. All right, get back in the ring, Rock. Can't believe Triple H. I'm sorry. Oh, Rock is busted open now. The Intercontinental match wasn't bad. I just don't like either of those guys. That's where I'm coming from with that. By the way, the Intercontinental match wasn't bad. I actually did like the ending to it. The ending I thought was like really well done. How you had Gunther do, he kept going off the top rope. You know, he's doing a couple moves back to back to back, and then like Sammy just charged up. I did enjoy that. I did enjoy that. Like I said, I liked Sammy a lot in the NXT days, but yeah. Um, I think for me, the worst match because I just didn't care was the Rey Mysterio and Andrade match. That with them teaming up against Dominic and like I didn't like that. I did not like that match at all. I didn't care. I'll say that I didn't care. So because I didn't care, I barely watched it. So that was like the one thing that I was just like, oof. But the main event I thought was really good. Oh, hey. I thought about counting that 3 count really, really fast. I thought about it. I'm trying to think, man. Am I missing any match? Oh, that I talked. Okay, I talked about the Rhea. Talked about the 6-pack tag team match. The six. Oh, and then the Jay and Jimmy Uso match was good. I did like that a lot. Hey, come on, man. Hey, get off. Get off the top rope. The match is definitely not ending like that. I'm sorry. Whoever does a big move next, I'll count. I'll count fast. Ooh, Triple H. Triple H getting stomped. Oh, oh. Oh, I was about to press X. I don't want to do Triple H like that. Ooh, dang. Match is not gonna end like that. Really? Brother man, all he did was give you flying clothesline, man. I think I definitely last night would have kept I would have kept Roman and Cody away from doing their finishers to each other as well. Because I just feel like, man, they're about to have a match, night two. I would say save as much as possible for that. I think they could have brawled a little bit. There could have been some like false finishes in terms of like, them he's getting ready to do. Uh, they're both getting ready to do their move, but somehow, some way it gets reversed or something happens, somebody saves somebody else. They could have done that more, but come on, man. Rope break. Come Come on. Somebody do something. Oh, here we go. Oh, pin him, pin him, pin him. Here we go. That's it. That's it. You're done, Rock. You're done. I forgot to make this for that belt. That's that new belt that came with the update. I just did it as a regular match, but it is what it is. I just wanted to talk about WrestleMania, so I thought I would do a WrestleMania themed match. And yeah. So but yeah, man, I think that's about it, man. I think I'll do another recap for WrestleMania Night 2. But Night 1 wasn't bad. Night 1 was not bad. Um, yeah, it was. I thought it was pretty good. I was entertained by it. Oh, side note, and this is just something that I noticed, and maybe I'm crazy. If you want to put in the comments if you felt the same way, did the crowd seem a little low last night? Like, I don't know if it was the cold, because I know a lot of people, including my brother, he was calling me like beforehand. He didn't, because we were having warm weather. You know, it just kind of felt like it was gonna pick back up. The warm weather actually doesn't start up again until like this next week, but this upcoming week. But it's I don't know if the cold was getting to people, but it just didn't feel as loud. Like when The Rock came out, it felt loud, but it just didn't feel as like loud as I wanted it to be, especially during matches. Like there would be certain spots that would be going on and moments where you would normally hear the crowd just start to roar up and just rev up. It wasn't really happening. So I don't know if it felt like that to anybody else, with the crowd being a little meh. They weren't terrible. It wasn't like the worst crowd ever, but for a WrestleMania, I just didn't expect that. And Number two, the commentators. The commentary was funny last night. I love Pat McAfee. It was funny, but there were moments in the match where it almost felt like WWE 2K commentary, where it gets really silent while something is happening and nobody's talking. I noticed that several times last night, and I don't know if any of you guys, if you watched it, I don't know if you noticed that, but I did notice that the commentary, there was like dead spots, and you typically don't want that when you're doing commentary with anything. And I've never witnessed that with WWE before. There was several moments throughout some of these matches where you couldn't hear Corey, Pat, or Michael Cole. They weren't saying anything. It was interesting. It was interesting to say the least. But yeah, it just happened several times. It wasn't like it was a crazy amount, but it for me it happened too much because of like what I'm used to when I'm listening to commentary, especially from a live like show. Like it felt like 2K last night, where they'll say some stuff and then it's like quiet, and then they like come out and say something whenever the next thing happens. It was I just thought that those two things were odd: the commentary in certain spots and then the crowd. Maybe that was just me, but the crowd just seemed like meh. I don't even know what grade I'm going to give WrestleMania Night 1. I don't even think I'm going to rate it that way. I'll just say that I enjoyed myself. I thought the show was good. And I am looking forward to Night 2. So here's to that. But yo, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, man, if you're going to watch WrestleMania Night 2 tonight, enjoy it. Hopefully it's good. And we'll see if Cody can, finish his story. Anyways, man, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Soul Drum 86, and I'm out. Peace.